Okay, hello there everybody. Today we are going to do another Christmas ornament. This one is going to be in a fairy motif. This is a decal that I got from my friend Sherry, and she sent me a bunch of beautiful, beautiful fairies, and I actually happened to be going through my stuff today and found this one little oval, and I don't even have it painted on the back side, but I can paint that on the back end. Not a big deal. I mean, it doesn't have to be painted, but I will paint it on the back end. But rather than wait, I wanted to do this today, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to make the ornament. And I know how to tape everything off so that I don't get paint on any of the pretties that we put on the front side. So, first of all, I'm going to ask you, first of all, I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, a million times thank you to everybody who watched my keychain, my Christmas keychain video where I did the snowmen, or the snow people, and the crosses, and something else was in there. Can't remember what. Anyway, you guys, oh my word, my best video to date. It has done the best of all my videos, and I cannot thank you guys enough and tell you enough how much it means to me that all of y'all came over and watched that video and gave me those thumbs ups and those comments, and you were hitting that hype button, which helped me immensely, you guys. I can't tell you how much that, just you hitting that one button, the new hype key that's up where you hit the like thing. If you're using a mobile device to watch your videos, that's where you would use the hype button, and it increases the smaller creators' chances of getting visible to more people, which creates the ability for me to earn a little bit more. And y'all who know me know that I really need that right now. I need that boost. So I want to just say thank you so much to all of you. It meant the world to me. You guys, it was, like I said, it was the best video to date for me, and it's still going strong. And I appreciate all of you for getting in there and having a look at that video. And, you know, hopefully you're sharing it to your friends and family, because it's a really great video, you guys. And those little keychains turned out so darn cute. But anyway, I just want to say thanks a lot to all of you. I appreciate it so much. I'm going to, real quick, I'm going to read a inspirational quote. And this one goes, "Our words have the power to inspire, uplift, and transform lives, but also ruin them, as one can take them very seriously. Choose them carefully, wisely, and think before you speak." So, you guys, that's a big one, because we all know that, you know, the way that we talk to people, or the things that we say to people, can really, really hurt them in a negative way. And I mean, I'm not just saying for the moment, I'm saying permanently. Those awful things that people say, you know, to dig at someone's dignity or what have you, are just, you know, I think they come from a place of maybe insecurity for the other person, but unfortunately the person being talked down to is the one that takes it the worst. And just let's try harder not to talk to people in a mean way. Let's not say mean things to people just because we can and because we want to hurt them. It's not worth it. It's not worth it for us, and it's not worth it for them. It's not, just not right. So I thought that was a really good one, and I hope you guys will take that one to heart, as I will, and I do my very best to be kind to people at all times. So I would like to very much see more of that in this world. So anyway, let's go ahead. First things first. I don't know why I've got this glue. Uh-oh, we've got a screwdriver going out there. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I think it stopped. We'll see. Hopefully. Hopefully. I've got to get my camera to move a little bit. There we go. That should be a little bit better anyway. Okay, because I'm going to be working right around in this space, so that should be good. Okay, so anyway, let's go ahead and first things first, we're going to go ahead and we're going to add our beautiful decal. Look at this. Isn't she just beautiful? And this is in purple. And I've got some of my porcelain flowers. I've got some other, these are just stickers here from Happy Mail, or actually I think I ordered these ones on Temu. And then I've got a little earring here to use as a dangle. And I've got some trim that is pearls and rhinestones. And this came to me in Happy Mail. I'll see if I can find a link to these on Amazon. I'm not sure if I'll be able to find it. You guys, I'll do my best. I do have a link to these flowers. And possibly even these earrings, but that will be a Temu thing as well. And then these are just some rhinestones and things that I have. I believe I got these on Amazon. So I'll put as many of the links as I have, I will put up so that you guys know where you can get them. So first things first, we're going to take this off, and I'm going to flip it over for a second because I want to get my little stick here so that I can press this down really well. I will be using a little bit of resin on this one, you guys, because I want to cover the top of the decal. So we will be resining over the top of this. And I just want to get her just in the center here. You know what? Part of me, I was thinking I might put some of these flowers sort of behind her instead of trying to put them over the top. I love these flowers on these stickers. They're so beautiful. And I just would love to have some of them just kind of popping out in a couple of places. Maybe like over here. This is a pretty set of flowers right here. Those are really pretty. And these are super pretty. They all are, really. I love the purple in these. It's just such a deep, deep, deep purple. And it's really beautiful. I'm going to cut a snippet of this off because I may want to use this flower in another spot. So I'm going to cut this flower off because otherwise I'm just going to be covering it up. And I don't want to do that. So let me just pop that over there. And I think I'm going to snip these couple of flowers over here off as well. And part of this greenery, because this is probably going to go behind. And I don't want to, that piece I'm not going to save. I'm going to have this piece right here go right kind of over to the edge a bit. I just need to figure out where on her I want them to pop out. We've got this pretty little butterfly over here too. So I'd like to make sure that the butterfly is going to be above the flowers. And these are just going to kind of poke out to the side a little bit. And hopefully, my big hope is that it's not going to go through and show through too much on the fairy, because especially like on her skin, I wouldn't care if it kind of came through at the, I don't think they'll show because it's coming through right at the flowers here. So we're just going to put this, you know, think I have to really kind of cut this. I have to cut this out as much as I can, because otherwise I'm going to have these edges on this sticker, because it's not like the other ones where you pull it off and it's a decal. These are not decals. They're actually stickers. So I'm just cutting off some of these edges, you guys, that are on here. And I don't want these pieces of plastic to fall on top of anything else and stick to it. So that's why I'm kind of over to the side. Okay, that should be good. And hopefully this won't ruin it. That would be a disaster. So I'm going to put it right there. And I'm just going to cut this one little piece off right there. And that's easy to do, just to kind of get behind here and go like that. And then I want to see, don't stick that to anything, Carol. Ah! This, let's see, this is just one little flower here off by itself, as is this one, and I love this flower. I want to get this one showing somewhere, but that will go kind of on top. And then if I put these maybe up higher, I think. So we're going to cut this bottom section. And I'm going to cut around these. Okay, and I'm just going to peel this top layer off. And we're going to put this one, actually, I'm going to cut these little pieces of greenery out of here. I feel like I want to cut this white flower out of here too. There we go. Okay, that's where we're going to leave it. And then I'm just going to kind of go up to the edge here, and I will be cutting a little bit of this off right over here on the edge. Okay. And that's all we're going to do underneath her. And maybe I'll keep this little white flower just in case. I feel like I need it. All right, so let's go ahead and put her down. She's going to go, let's see, where do we want her? Now I feel like I'm covering up all those flowers. I should have moved those over as well. I wonder if I could still do that. I think I can. Woohoo! I'm going to move these over so that the purple ones are the ones that we're going to be looking at, because that's mostly what I want to see, is the purple. Okay, there we go. This might not look like much of anything right now, you guys, but trust me, I do this on a lot of stuff, and it for me, it just kind of changes everything. She is going to go right there. And I'm praying, I have not used these decals before, so I'm praying that this works easily and stays down well. Let's put get our little stick thing here and press her down. And there, whoops, butterfly needs to stay down too. Sometimes it helps to just keep this going as you're pulling. There we go. Doesn't that look pretty? And I do like the other flowers popping out there. I really, really, really do. You know me and my flowers. Okay, so now I've just kind of trimmed this one off. I do want this one to pop out somewhere where I can really, really see it. It'd be pretty coming out of her hands, but her hands don't really look like... I mean, I could put it right here and just have it coming right from her hand, sort of towards her wing, like that. Just cut it where it's so it doesn't look like it's coming off of her wrist. I think I'm going to try and do that. Just, I don't want to cover up her wings. Okay, there we go. Start. Okay. All right. I had you guys running while I was in the living room talking to my husband, so I had to turn off the video and restart it. So, that's okay. That is okay. And my husband's in there talking on the phone, and he is the loudest talker in the whole wide world. I'm sorry, you guys. He just cannot have a quiet conversation to save his soul. Poor thing. Okay, I think I'm going to cut this piece. This flower is really gorgeous, so she's going to go in there as well. And I'm going to put her... I mean, all of the flowers that are around her are pretty too, but I just kind of want to make these sort of blend into it, so to speak. And I want to see them because they're so beautiful. I love these stickers, and I've used most of them. It's almost empty, and I think I got these in Happy Mail from my friend Robin, and if I was gonna guess, I would guess she probably got them on Temu a while back, and I guess I'm gonna have to look and see if I can find them. And it may not have even been Robin. It may have been something I got even before that, because I really feel like I've had these for a long, long time. Okay, so where do I want to pop these in? I want these to be, let's see. I was going to put these in somewhere down here, but I don't know. They may not go in so well. Maybe just right there. Or maybe I should just leave it alone, huh? Maybe I should leave it at that. I feel like I need to put one flower right here just to kind of cover the end of those stems somehow. That's too white. Let's see. We've got these, but those have stems too. Let's see. Maybe I'll just pop this one in there. Because I'd kind of like to have one of the dark flowers right there. Okay, and boom. There we go. Cut off the edge of that, and we are set. That's all the flowers that we're going to put on there. I think that's perfect. Okay. Gosh, I'm so sorry, you guys. I hope you can't hear that too loudly. Okay, so next, let's go ahead and we're going to put the trim around the outside. So what I'm going to do for that is I'm going to use my my B7000, and we're just going to put it towards the top part of this. Oh, you know what I should do? I should probably resin this right now. I'm going to wipe that B7000 off of there. We're going to resin the top of this right now and get that part all protected and ready to finish embellishing. But for now, I feel she needs to be resined and protected. Okay, and I hope some of these decals, some of the less expensive ones, and I don't know if these are, like, this decal of the fairy is quite thin and a little different texture than most of the ones I have, and I hope it doesn't bleed. Some of them do. I have found, I've run across that on a few decals where I'm just like, oh no, it's bleeding. And or actually it wasn't decals, it was stickers. That's what it was. It was stickers. And I was so disappointed. Oh my goodness, I was so disappointed because I felt like it kind of ruined my project. But it looks like this is doing just fine. She's got, the fairy has like a sparkly feature to her, but it's a very soft, like, kind of like when you see the makeup sometimes in the makeup aisle, and you see it's got like a soft sparkle to it. They in makeup terms, they'll call it a glow, because it makes your skin glow and maybe look a little shiny. It's kind of like that. So on her, she is completely sparkly from her skin to the flowers and her wings and her dress. Everything has a sparkle to it. Oh, this is beautiful, you guys. Oh my goodness. And I don't want bubbles. And here's what I started doing, you guys. I bought the 99% alcohol, and I put it in one of these spray bottles. I bought this from work. I love these spray bottles because they just provide like a mist, but they make all of the bubbles pop. But if you use too much, you can make it have a bad texture on top. So I'm gonna just do I'm gonna spray it real quick. Quick mist. Okay. So I've got it in my hand here. You're gonna see the mist. You won't necessarily see me like that. Just like that. And that's all she gets, is that little mist. And it makes every air bubble come straight to the surface, like immediately. And I see no bubbles in there. I'm going to set this on my, oops, I do see a spot where I didn't get the resin quite to the edge here. Okay, that would have been a bummer. Okay, now we've got it all set. And I am putting this under my lamp for 5 minutes, you guys. So we're going to let that 5 minutes go. Okay, so let's go ahead now, and we've got this all resined and all beautiful, so it's nice and shiny and protected. And you can kind of see her sparkle on there, just a nice little sparkly glow. It looks kind of funny in some positions, but it looks beautiful. I think she's just gorgeous. I could not wait to do something with this particular fairy, and I've got a bunch of them, like a whole bunch of them to use in different, you know, some are just like the head and shoulders, and some are full body like this one. I tend to prefer to have full body images when I'm doing stuff like this. It's just my thing. Unless I'm doing like a really small, you know, like a little small round one, I guess it would be okay just to have the head. And I've just touched the top of this in a couple of spots because my hand is not very steady. I got one spot there and one there, and I think that's it. And we are going to take this and position it upside down. I did just spray this with alcohol and wiped it off. And then we're going to take this and make sure our rhinestones are pointing down. And we're just going to start this going around. At some point I'm going to have to pick it up and straighten it out because the pearls kind of make it want to tip a little bit. But as long as I get it kind of to the edges all the way around, I will be able to adjust it as soon as as soon as I turn it over. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm trying to do this, and I think I'm going to snip it right at this one. And this is my old broken nippers, so it's not going to be easy. And I've got 2 little pearls left on that. And so we'll just push that in. Right there, though, it makes us have... We're going to snip one more pearl off because it put 2 pearls together, and I don't want to do that. I want to have these go on evenly all the way around. I have my good nippers out in the kitchen because I was using them for something yesterday. So we're going to pull and get those together. And I think it just meets. Look at that, you guys. Oh, you can't see it because I'm right off the camera, right where that happened. Okay, there we go. Right here is where we have our edges, and I got it to just exactly meet. I need to get a... Well, let's see. Let's use this. If I can get it to come out. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Well, we'll just use this. And come on, touch the B7000, guys. Okay, I'm gonna let this sit for just a few minutes, you guys, and then I'll turn it over and we'll get started again. Okay, you guys, we've got those all resined, actually B7000 on, And actually what I did is I did run a layer of resin around the back side of these just to get them on there really well. They're not loose, they're not dangly or anything. Is that not gorgeous, you guys? Oh my word. This is my new favorite ornament right here. Oh my word, is she beautiful. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to, like we've been doing on the other ornaments. This is a very lightweight ornament so far anyway. We're going to do like we did on the other ones. You know what? Wait a minute. Let me see real quick. I don't know. I was going to use the daisy, but I'm wondering if I might want to use one of my other I thought I had another silver one here. I guess I don't. There's my white ball chain. I was looking for that. Yeah, I don't think I have another silver one. I was thinking of the bigger ones that I use sometimes at the top, or I could use one of my filigree corners as well. But I think I'm just going to go like I've been doing and make this so that it's not super, you know, out there. I'm going to use the daisy on the back, just like that. And it's not going to show up a lot, but that's okay. That's not what we want to be the focal point anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my glue gun and I'm going to see, where's my center? Right at that rhinestone right there is my center. So we're going to put a little bit of glue right there. Just a dot of hot glue, and I want the center daisy piece to go up. I want only one of those in the center, so that will be the one that we use to hang the chain off of. And now what I am going to do is I am going to add some resin right there and right there, and I'm going to resin that on. It should only take a couple of little minutes here, and while that's working, what was I going to do? Oh, I need, let's see, what did I do? I think I had, no, I didn't put it in here. Let me go grab one of my I need one of my jump rings. And I thought I had them right here because I used one just a little bit ago. But I might have put them back in my bead box. I'll be right back. Okay, I got my jump ring. So we're just going to take this. We're just going to use a silver ball chain on this one. So we're using all silver bits and pieces here. These jump rings that I have here are super duper hardcore strong. I mean, you can see they're even hard to put in place, but they're super strong, and I never have to worry that these, once they're together, are ever going to come apart, and this thing's going to be in disarray. So yeah, it won't break. And someone had made mention in one of my videos about not liking ball chain because they felt like it always broke, and it was on the keychain video, and I was kind of surprised, you guys. I've never ever had a ball chain break. So I wanted to know, you guys, maybe you can tell me if that is something that you've had a problem with, because I have honestly never had ball chain break on me. So I was kind of surprised to hear that. She said that she doesn't use it for that reason. But yeah, what do you guys think? Have you used ball chain, and if you had it break real easily? These are little purple rhinestones right here. I thought I might put a couple of them on there. And maybe, I don't know if I want to put any of my clearish ones on there or not. I'll put a couple out here in another spot, just a couple of the larger ones. But I mostly want to use purple ones on here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some resin, and I'm just going to dot in a few places. And I'm putting my resin right here on my mat, right there. And that way I can just go like this and dot it on wherever I feel like putting rhinestones. And I'm not going to put too many. A couple right here on her top of her dress. And I'd like a couple in her flowers here. And then I thought that I might put a couple like up in the air, but I'm not sure. That's what I'm not sure about. I'm a little nervous about doing that. I would be kind of pretty to put some around on her dress, but I'm just not sure if that would be overkill. I don't want to do any overkill on this. I don't want to ruin it just because I can't hold back my creative juices here. So, all right, so we're going to go mostly with the little tiny rhinestones here, because they will show up really well and they shine very brightly. And I don't, like I said, I don't want to do the overkill thing and go too far with the rhinestones. So I love them and I want to use them in just the right places. So that's what I'm going to try and hold myself to today. It's very hard for me sometimes because you know me, I like my bling. But I'm starting to get to a point where I like to kind of use a little bit more restraint. Okay, you need to let go. That one is just not wanting to let go. Make sure they're all pointing the right direction. Okay. Let's see. Maybe a mid-sized one right there. And right there. Right there. And I think I should probably put one up at the top of her wing right there. And if we're going to do it on that one, we've got to do it on the other one. Okay. And that's going to be it for the bigger rhinestones. I was thinking about putting a bigger one actually on this one big flower here though. Forgot about that. This big flower right there. And you get a little one. And I think, did I put some there? No, I did not. It's getting harder for me to see where I placed some of the resin. I know I've got it right here on her top of her dress, so we're going to get that done. Right there. And this flower right here needs a bigger one. And I think that's the only places I put them. Should I put one in the middle of the butterfly right here? Just a tiny one. Yes, definitely. Okay, you guys, I feel like that is good right there. I love her. I love her so much. I think she's so pretty. Okay, we're going to put her under the light for just a second and just get those sort of stationary. I'm not going to go full on because it just needs a few seconds to get to where they won't slide off of there. Okay, so there's that. Now to decide about the flowers. I did pull these flowers out as well, and I thought these might be pretty. This one, I don't know, this always seems to be weird to me, this piece. And I have tried to use it on this lace, from this lace before, and I always end up taking it out because it just is an odd shape, and I'm going to take it out again because we really don't need that. And that flower may be a bit too big. But I'm thinking maybe to have some going up like that. Doesn't that look pretty? And then maybe just put one up here at the top, off to the side, like that. I think that looks really pretty. Yep, I do. I like it. But then I've also got these, so I was considering using these at one point. Let's see what they look like kind of mixed in with these, just for kicks. Oopsies. Maybe if I take that one off, move that kind of up a little bit more and do it like that. Put that there. And that there. And another small one. Kind of like that. That looks really pretty, I think. I like it. I like it, like it, like it. Okay. I think that looks very pretty. Even though some of those are yellow flowers, I kind of feel like the yellow just kind of is adding a pop of another color that it could use. So I really, really like that. I think it looks really pretty. So we're going to go for it, you guys. This is unlike me to go with a color, especially a color like yellow. I don't often do that. especially yellow. We'll say that again. I'm going to put that there. And then at some point I will add a little bit of resin to really hold these down. And I got a glue string. Okay. Maybe we'll pop this one over here. Right down there, because it just kind of sits right under that yellow one really nicely. And then take this one. Let's get this down here. Oh, you guys, this is going to be so, so, so pretty. I'm super excited about this. Can you tell? And I feel like maybe the big one and then the little one. Yeah. So we'll get this big one on there. And our little one right there. So that that's kind of sitting up a little ways. Because remember, we still have the this to hang at the bottom. Okay, so now we're going to pop this one right in there, right there. And we're going to go with this one right there. And I think I'm going to go with this little tiny one. I'm going to see if I want this one to go on the top, like right there. And keep this one down here with these two. Yes, absolutely, 100%. Oh my word, I'm excited. You go right in there. And you go right in there. I use hot glue, you guys, because it temporarily sticks things down. But hot glue is not what you want to use permanently to hold these down, because it's just not going to be enough. And that looks gorgeous. So we're going to use some resin to actually do the final work on this. But I'm going to look and see. I want to see if I have one more purple flower, because I feel like right here, this spot right here is bothering me. Maybe this should be here. And this one should go in the front. So that's what I'm going to do. And I know it's weird, I'm using more on the top little flower than I am on the bottom. But we've got all this purple sequined and beaded lace trim on there. And I feel like that needs a little bit more. I feel too like this needs a little something coming right out there. And I don't know quite what that should be. Like maybe one of these, but I don't know if I can get those apart. I don't think I can without ruining them. Let's see. Well, you know what we could do? We could put some of these rhinestones there. That's what we're going to do. Oh, and I dipped that right into that resin. Can you believe that, you guys? Of course you can. It's me. It's me we're talking about here. Oh my goodness. I'm going to spray this with the alcohol real quick and try and see if I can wipe this resin completely off of there so I don't have things sticking together that I don't want to stick together. Okay, let's push this over here. Grab this and we're going to put a little bit of resin right in there. And a couple of dots kind of coming out. And we'll see how this works. Okay, so we're going to go for a big rhinestone first. And maybe a second big one. Right there, yes. Let me turn this around so I can actually see it. And then we're going to go next size down, right between those. Got another one of those. And we're going to go one more of the medium size. And then I'm going to take some of the teeny tiny ones here. And sort of have them coming out here. I don't think I got enough resin on there to put much more there. Okay. Hopefully I have enough of the teeny ones to do this. I mean, I've got more in there, so it's not like I'll run out of them, but I'm hoping I have enough out already. Okay, you go right there. Okay. A couple of them are there that are in other colors. I have to be careful. They accidentally got popped in there with the purple ones. And I'm just trying to put a little bit of a curve to these lines so that they're not just going straight out. Okay, let's see. Just make sure they have nice gaps between them that aren't like all weird. And that last one there is not looking good. It looks like it's a little messed up. There we go. We've got one right there. Where did I pop that one out of? I don't know. I think it went right there. Yes. Okay. And again, I stuck my arm in the resin, or my finger, I should say. Okay. I am going to wipe that off of there before I do it again. Okay, let's pop. Oh, now what we're going to do is we're going to also pop some resin in between these flowers here. Right there. And there. And right in there. And I'm going to put a little back behind there. And now to get these over here. And we'll get that resin to just kind of drizzle down so that it's touching those beads and the flowers, and everything will stick together in harmony, right? We hope. And we're going to pop it under the lamp for 5 minutes, you guys. I'm going to let that go. I almost forgot, you guys, we have to add this to the bottom. And I don't want to add it and then come back and say, oh, by the way, I added this. I hate when I do that. Okay, we just took the top part of it off, and we're going to put that right there. And look at that. Oh, my word. Is that not gorgeous? So let's get some resin right here. Actually, we're going to get some Well, you and me both know that B7000 can't have gone far. It's all right. We're gonna take a little bit of hot glue on the middle of that. We're gonna press it on in the middle. Make sure it's centered like that. And then we're going to drizzle, just like we did on the other flowers, we're going to drizzle some resin right in there, and try and get it in there so that we can't see it from the outside. At least not much. We don't want to see a big blob of resin. So I can see a little bit of it, but we're going to take a paper towel here, and I'm just going to wipe along those edges there on the outside and get that off, so that we're not going to be looking at lumps of resin. Just like that. There was just a little bit right there on that side. So, okay, now we're going to put it in there and get it all going for 5 minutes. Okay, I just wanted to show you guys really quick. This is the lace that I got the purple flowers off of. You can see they're sort of in this lace. This is some lace that Sherry sent me, and she sent me this in a few different colors. I've used mostly the silver and the clear ones, but look at the sparkle in this stuff. It's absolutely gorgeous. And so I just cut little pieces out of it as I want to use it. This is what I have left in the purple, and it's just so beautiful. I had to show you guys. Sherry sent me a whole bunch of it in different colors, and I have been having a ball with that stuff. I use it all the time because it just kind of really it makes a project. It makes a project pop. It's like that finishing touch that you weren't sure you needed, but you did. And once you use it, you go, okay, now it's done. And that's kind of how that stuff is for me. I love lace. I love sequins. I love pearls and beads and all that stuff. And so using them just makes me happy. Okay, so we're ready to pop this beauty out of the lamp, and that is what we have, you guys. Is that not the most gorgeous thing ever? I'm going to back you off just a tad. There we go. So this is our dangle. This is an earring. This was Temu. This is that lace that I just showed you. These are porcelain flowers that I get on Etsy. Beautiful. I love them. We've got our rhinestones. I got those on Amazon. This was Happy Mail. This was just a wooden piece that I have had for a million years that I just came across. This decal came from Sherry in Happy Mail. Not sure where it came from. I'm going to guess Temu, but I'm not positive. These flowers were just stickers that I had. I've had them a long time. The ball chain, I will give you a link. I get that on Amazon, and I buy it in this roll. And it comes with a bag of, I believe it's 100 or 150 fasteners. So that's what you get, and the price is right on this ball chain, you guys. It's amazing. It's strong. It's quality, good quality ball chain. I have yet to have any problems with it, and I have had none break. So I think sometimes it depends on what you use, what brand you use, and how high quality it is, but I've never had any trouble with the stuff that I buy, and I've been buying this same ball chain since I started working on these kinds of things. But anyway, there it is, you guys, in its all of its glory. It's beautiful. Let me put this purple felt behind it, and woohoo, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my word. She is absolutely stunning and beautiful. She will be in my Etsy shop. I am going to sell her. It's going to be very hard for me to let this one go. I got to tell you guys, this is amazing. I am so thrilled with how this turned out. I wish I had more of these wooden pieces because I would be making more. But I don't have any like that size that these fairies will fit on right. And I refuse to put the fairies on and have to cut off parts of their wings or their flowers or any of that. So I am making sure that what these go on, they're going to fit. So I put, this is probably an 8-inch ball chain. I wanted it to be long because it's a tree ornament, or this can be hung on a wall, you guys. I would literally, I don't think I'd be able to put this away after the holidays. I'd have to hang it on a wall somewhere in my house. And if I was going to keep it, that's exactly what I would do. I would be doing it today. So anyway, thanks a lot, you guys, for watching. I really, truly hope you enjoyed this video. And I've got more coming out. I'm doing some more ornaments, you guys. I just made this one this morning. Kind of like the domino ornaments, but this is a little round wooden piece. I found some of these too. I had 3 left, 3 or 4 left this morning, so I made this one, and I'm going to be making a video on these as well. Super duper cute. And I don't know if I'm going to be selling these or using them also as giveaways like my dominoes, as maybe these would go with a little bit larger purchases, because there's a little bit more that goes into them with the rhinestones around the edges and stuff. But they make great giveaways, but they also are great purchase items. So, but if I was going to do the purchase thing, I would probably do them in like sets of 2 at least. So we'll see about that. If you don't see them in my shop, it's probably because I decided to use them as giveaways to some of my, either my higher paying customers or my repeat customers. Some of my repeat customers keep coming back and coming back for more, and I can't tell them how much they've done for me and how much they mean to me. And let me tell you, there's some of you that have just gone way above and beyond, and I am so grateful. So anyway, you guys, hit the like button, hit that hype button. You get 3 hype hits a week, so use them wisely for your favorite YouTubers. And you get 3 free ones a week. So if you just hit it 3 times, if you were to hit it a 4th time, I think it asks you if you want to buy more, and you can just tell it no. But this is for smaller creators so that we can start to grow, and YouTube will start putting us in front of more viewers, and it means the world to us for sure. And I'm so grateful that YouTube is doing this for us. It's going to make a difference. I'm certain of that. So, like, hype, if you're on your mobile device, the hype only works on a mobile device. So your laptop, your iPad, your phone, something like that. And share it. If you think you've got somebody that might like to watch this video or some of my other ones, give it a share, and I would appreciate that as well. Thanks a lot, you guys. Please stay safe, stay well, take care of yourselves always, love your family, and God bless each and every one of you. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay tuned for pictures in the back, on the back end. Bye-bye.